time to wake up. This is what you need, entertaining and educating. It's Kenny Klein TV. Tune in, please don't delay. Entertaining while we educate. This is what you need. Hey, Kenny Klein TV, let's go.
What is going on, guys? Hope everyone is having a great day. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back. And if you have yet to subscribe, please go ahead and do that. All right, guys. So today we are taking a look at the auditor Audit them. Now, if you're familiar with this auditor, he considers himself unique among auditors, where he is the FOIA auditor. He goes around and he took it upon himself to ensure that everyone are following all of the FOIA rules and laws out there. Well, in this video, he goes to a alderman's office and he has an interesting interaction. How interesting? Well, let's get right into it and find out.
Alrighty. Well, anyhow, sir, I need to see the block diagram of this ward.
The block diagram?
That is correct.
Let me see if we got one.
Sure, thanks. Popcorn. Oh, I need one of these.
We could print one. Hi.
Hey, how's it going? I'm recording audio and video. I'm monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. I need a monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. Yep, a block diagram with its functional subdivisions.
Well, we have what we call a ward map.
A ward map. A ward map would just show the jurisdiction, borderline of this ward.
It'll show you every street name.
It'll show every street name, yep. Are you familiar with what a block diagram is, sir?
No.
No, it's an organizational chart.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Organizational chart. This is required to be...
Who do you work for?
I'm an independent.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I can't help you. How about that?
Okay. What's your name?
My name's Chris.
Chris. Are you you're not the alderman
not
here? Okay. If you're unable to help, that's good enough, but there's going to be a different employee that's willing to assist and willing to help. This is what's required by the state law.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I can give you is a ward map.
Let me see the ward map you do
I'll
have.
print it out for
Yep.
you. You know, you can get this online too.
Well, this stuff is going to be posted. This stuff is going to require to be displayed at the public body. The second requirement is to be posted online. That's the reason why I do this, because I'm going to start racking up $10,000 of non-compliant bills to each public body who's non-compliant with state law.
Oh no! I'm devastated.
Yep.
No, where is that?
Oh, yep. Oh, yep. It's probably been going on for 100 years of non-compliance with some public bodies, but...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, I know some of us may feel old, some of us may feel older than 100 years old, but however, this information that Audit them is giving out is categorically incorrect. The FOIA laws, as we know them today, were enacted in 1966. Now, I'm no mathematician, I'm no professor of mathematics or anything like that, but it is the year 2023. 1966 and 2023 does not equate to 100 years in between. Call me crazy, but he's actually giving out some misinformation here. Now, it might be closer to 100 years than, say, 20, 30 years ago. However, it is not really close to 100 years, is it?
Here comes a time of honesty and forthcoming. What's your title, sir?
Am I required to share that according to your knowledge?
Well,
I'm an aldermanic staff.
it's courteous.
You're not being too courteous, so I don't know that I should be so courteous to you.
What did I do or say that makes you believe I'm not being
You're threatening
courteous?
fining our office for something we're not aware of. That's what you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
It's non-compliant with state law.
Yeah.
So if
I
wouldn't
can
would
assure you, we're in compliance with everything the city requires.
okay. Well, here I'm about to verify that.
We're not required to verify anything with you. So what I like to do, you know what, at this point, you can go to chicagoelections.com and see our ward map. Would you put your name here? I'll get our law office in contact with you, the city law office. I think they should answer your questions.
Do you have a business card, sir?
Yeah. Well, actually, mine are out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I'm the only Chris that works
I'll take
here.
that business card
You're
that you
not
have
going to
there.
touch anything on this side of the office.
Oh, good. This is what we love. We love seeing
day, sir.
employees such as yourself be combative.
No,
and we love
you're
courteous
asking legal
employees.
questions, sir, that I can't answer. So I can print this map, which is readily available on the election site. Beyond that, I don't know what else you want me to do.
Okay. Section 4 of the Freedom of Information Act.
We're not required to do anything via FOIA in an alderman's office. You'd have to do that through the website.
It is a requirement, sir. Each public body, this is a public body.
This is not a public body.
Of course it is.
City service office.
It's a public body.
It is not.
Here I have the definition of public body, sir. Each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative or regional offices.
You didn't-
Display at each of its administrative or regional offices.
You didn't.
No, I'm not sure if it's in the water at this point, but it seems like auditors not just audit them, but yesterday's auditor, Terminator Studio audits, he claimed he thought he was in a government building when he was actually in a biometrics reading facility for the government, which was contracted. Audit them seems to think he's in an office, an administrative or services off administrative or regional office for the alderman, when actually he's in the gentleman said this is a city services office, meaning this isn't where the alderman is. You're in the wrong office to get all this information, so of course they're not going to know. Now, maybe they should know to send him to the actual alderman's office. That would probably be a little helpful, though he would probably be combative and say, no, I could come anywhere I want and get this information. But alas, we are here, and this is how this is going.
My man, listen, I'm just doing my task here.
Right, but you're asking questions I can't answer, sir.
No, this is not a question, sir. This is a requirement.
No, I don't feel that it is.
I'll be more than happy to
So,
show you the statute, or maybe you could
again-
take a photo and look it over on your own
Again,
time.
Like I said, you asked for the ward map. That's a copy. I know it's not the most legible because it's
Okay.
small. You can look that up on that website.
I didn't ask for a word map. I asked for an organizational chart, which
Yeah.
is required, a block diagram given its functional subdivision. Do you have an operating budget readily available for this ward?
Not to you. That's done through the city, through our budget office.
Okay. So what do you mean not to me? I'm a member of the public.
You can FOIA that through the budget department.
Yeah,
So
but
each alderman gets a budget that we work with.
yeah,
We submit to our Department of Finance. Budget approves our expenditures.
Okay.
That is FOIAble, but you have to do that through the proper department. We can't give that out.
well, if that's required, it's supposed to be
Sir,
displayed.
All I can give you is the map you asked. We can't answer FOIA. Usually the departments or the law department will come to us with any FOIA questions or things we have to answer.
Right.
So I'm going to have to direct you to them.
Okay.
Now, to me or you would think this would be enough information given to somebody. Look, as far as he knows, they don't have to answer any FOIAs because in the past, FOIAs have come through and they are either told to do something or told not to do something, and that is what they do, which is all he can do if he's not familiar with anything this gentleman is saying, correct?
So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll mark it down here as Chris, you gave me non-compliant, you provided non-compliance.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up!
But I will provide my FOIA form on this blank page here, and I'll leave my FOIA form
And
on
like I
this
said,
desk here.
We can't answer directly any of your FOIA requirements.
Well, it
Or
requires a
requests.
public body to forward over the
You can
request.
do that on the city's website, including the alderman
I prefer in
office.
person. I'd like to build a relationship
Like
with the
I
staff
said,
members.
all I'm gonna do is take a copy of what you write down and
Sure,
send it to
yeah.
the law department.
That's good. That's good
That's all
enough.
I
That's
can
what's
do.
required, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Write down whatever you'd like.
Alrighty. I'm investigating, sir, and let me go ahead and file my form here. You know what? Let me take a blank page, a full page, so I could put my request on a full blank page. This would be fine, as there's no standard form required. Alrighty, let me pause this for a minute.
So why don't you just put your, I'll copy this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a scan of it and send it to our law department.
Sure.
Who should they contact? Should that be you?
They should not contact anybody. I'll be here in 5 days to pick up the first response.
No. Okay.
You know, so I'm nothing more but professional.
Can we get your contact info?
Well, contact information is not required at
I'm
this
just
time.
asking. It'd be much easier. Anything that the city gives us the okay to provide you, we're
Yeah.
happy to do. I'm guessing it's gonna be none of this. Anytime someone's inquired with us about a FOIA, we talk to the law department and they indicate that you gotta go directly to the department. You cannot directly FOIA an alderman's office. As far as your comments about a public body, I'm not aware of this being a public body. A public
Right.
body would be, for instance, there's a city council meeting today, that would be a public body where you are allowed to have access to everything that they have. But I could be wrong, so I'm gonna
Okay.
forward this over to the law department,
Sure.
they'll advise us. That's really all we can do.
So in 5 days, the statute 140.
Right. I don't trust what you're telling me. The law department will instruct me what we need to do.
Right.
And if we need to do anything, we will.
Well, I can
If
tell
not-
you don't trust because you don't
I'm-
trust transparency.
No,
The
no.
FOIA Act is about transparency, and you don't trust
No,
transparency.
no, I do.
In the next 5 days, sir, it is required for the public body to respond.
Right.
That doesn't mean provide the records, but that just means a response. So in the next 5 days, I would come back to this hall here to pick up the response because I did indicate in person.
Absolutely.
And that would let me know if they need another 5-day extension. So I would come back in another 5 days after that
I'm
time.
familiar with the FOIA request, and I can tell
Yes,
you that.
and you just said you didn't trust it.
We do not accept FOIA requests here. That has to be done through the law department, through City Hall, through each department has
Okay.
its own contact for FOIA.
That is
It's
correct.
Not done here.
That is correct. It can be done here. It can be done here.
Not that I'm aware.
And that's what I want to attach the video evidence to
Yeah.
your claims.
I'm
And
telling you that our law department will advise on what we need to do. That's what I'm telling you.
right, whoever.
Interesting. So, what the gentleman was trying to convey to Audit them is that when they usually get FOIA request, their law department tells them, well, this is a service center for the alderman's constituents. Therefore, they don't accept FOIAs. There's no FOIA officer there because if they were to accept FOIAs, there would be a FOIA officer. He said you need to go through the proper department where they do have FOIA officers because they are, hint, hint, accepting FOIAs there. Audit them knows this. So the simple fact that they don't have a FOIA officer, instead of saying, well, hey, maybe I'm not in the right place here, he immediately just thinks, oh, well, I know what I'm doing. I'm me. And obviously I found corruption and I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. I kind of hope he films himself going back and dealing with this gentleman. I would love to see what this guy tells him and if he actually gets the information there or if he's going to have to go to another office. Because I'm betting he's going to have to go to another office to pick up this information because, again, he's in the wrong building. All right, guys, what do you guys think? How did the gentleman handle the situation? What do you think of Audit them? Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will see you again. Peace.
We've only just begun.